Arab English Teachers Association. I am I am the president of this association. I am Shawqia Hawawre from Palestine. I welcome you all, and I want to thank Mr. Mostafa Zaki from Egypt to accept that has accepted our invitation to this webinar, and we hope that you will get benefit from it. Thank you another time, Mr. Mustafa, and hope that we will enjoy it as usual. Thanks also for our all participants from all over the world. We are having weekly sessions on different topics and different strategies. And as you know, as a digital educator, you should be aware of the 21st century skills like communication, collaboration, creativity, digital literacy, digital citizenship, problem solving, etc. in order to improve yourself professionally, and of course to reflect that improvement in your students. Welcome another time, and I want to introduce our guest speaker. Our guest speaker is called Mr. Mostafa Zaki from Egypt. He is an EFL supervisor, a course designer, a teacher's trainer at the Ministry of Education. He's a Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert, MIEE, and he is a teacher educator in the British Council, NTTP. He is a STEAM trainer and a supervisor, and of course, he is an RELO mentor trainer at AUC. He is an international trainer in the Arab Gulf Union, AGU, for training and consultancy. Mr. Mostafa Zaki also holds a Bachelor of Arts and Education from the Faculty of Education, Alexandria University. He has a Diploma of Supplementary Studies in English Literature. Mr. Mostafa is an MA researcher at English Literature. He delivered a lot of professional presentations and training workshops for more than 500 hours at different local, national, and international events and conferences. Congratulations, Mr. Mustafa, on these achievements, and we hope all the best for you and to be more successful in your life. Welcome another time. Thank you for accepting our invitation and being with us for the second time, and hope that you will be always with us. Thank you. And now the floor is yours.
Everyone.
Please fix your voice. It is not audible. Yes, sorry, Mr. Mustafa, can you fix your voice?
If you don't hear so
No, sorry, it is not clear. If you use your microphones, please don't use it and check.
now, hear me now.
Yes, now it is better.
Would you like me
No, there is a problem in your voice.
please? I leave the thing and then come back. Okay?
No, please fix your voice. If you use, for example, headphones, please check another time. Yes, Miss Mirvat, welcome. We are so pleased also to join us. Miss Naila, welcome. Zuhrab, the feedback is not at the beginning. It is at the end of the session because we come here in order to get benefit from our guest speakers and their experience and different topics. So please wait us till the end of the session and we will send you the feedback.
Hello, can you hear me? Audible? Hello? Oh, hello, can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? Oh, hello.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Mustafa. Yes, Mr. Mustafa.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Mr. Mustafa, can you hear me?
Yes, I do. Can you?
Yes.
Okay.
Ye- Yes.
Okay, please in the chat box. Hear me or not?
So sorry. Uh, Please go ahead in your voice.
Yes. Now start, please.
Oh, hello. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes. Can you can you change your direction?
Okay. Mr. Mustafa, can you hear me?
Voice breaking up. I can't hear you. Shall we hear me? No. Please type number 1 in the chat if you hear me. Yes. Hear the distortion. Can't hear you.
You can you write in the chat box? I can't hear you. Can you write in the chat box?
Yes.
You.
Hear you, but I don't know. Hear me?
Yes, Mr. Mustafa. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Mr. Mustafa?
Yes, I hear you.
Yes, please leave the meeting, then join at another time. Okay? So sorry, it seems that it is the next weakness as usual. Be patient. So we hope that he will fix his voice.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me now? I hope you can.
Now you can start.
Hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
We can hear you. We can hear you now. Yes. Yes. You are sharing. You are about to share. Yes. Yes. Now you or your slides are visible. Excellent. Thank you.
I hope my voice is here as well.
Yes. Yes. Great now. Great.
Let's start with any further some time. So I'm going to dive into our session today. It's
No.
going to
Another time you are not audible.
again.
Yes. Now it is good.
It is good now. Okay. I hope
Now.
you can hear.
Yes. 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 Now.
Okay. Hopefully, Allah, by the end of this session, we are going to identify between the seh and zeh, and also identify pronunciation how to produce this when it comes at the end of nouns and identify the pronunciation of the ed at the end of verbs and that's some speaking activities. The first thing to ask you about, if you looked at the picture, can you guess who is in the picture? You can keep in mind and talk to me or just write in the box. Can you see the picture?
No, 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 it is not clear. Your voice is not so clear now.
I don't know what they might be.
Do you use the headphones, for example?
Yes, yeah, I'm using it
No, no, don't use them. Don't use them, please. Remove them.
now. I'm using them. Well, now can you hear it? Hello.
There is yes, yes, now it is better.
Okay. If this can
No,
who
you are not visible.
yes. Hello.
Your voice is so far.
Hear me now. Hello.
Yes,
Can you hear me?
somehow.
Somehow. My voice is as if it's coming from far because I'm not using the headphone.
There is a problem in your voice.
Anyway, I was asking that you can see me doing something. Can you guess what am I doing? Please, if you want to share, just ask for the okay? Hello.
We can't hear you so clear. You are not so clear.
Know where the problem comes from. I'm trying to make myself clear. Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes.
Am I now?
No, so sorry. There is problem in your voice.
Okay. I don't know what to do. I've tried to fix it. Okay. Uh, more last time to bear with me. I'm going to leave the session and come back. Okay.
Yes,
Just
yes. Just leave and join another time because it seems that you are having a problem in the internet connection.
maybe the connection.
So sorry for this problem, but you know the problems of the internet connection. Okay, so be patient. He will join us, inshallah, and we hope that he will fix this problem.
Hello, hello.
Yes, we'll come
Can you
back.
hear me? Am I audible now? I hope so. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, yes, it is better. You can go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry for this inconvenience. I hope we can make up with time. I've lost uh, time we talked about have to that is the same pronounce them. Remember
Yes, someone says that you can restart your device.
the device itself. Hear me now.
Yes, itself. Yes,
You
we will try.
mhm.
Yes, try, please.
To restart my laptop.
Yes, you can. So sorry for this. Yes, Ms. Bara, thank you for this advice. Thank you. He left and he will start his device and we will start, inshallah. Don't be upset, but it seems that there is a problem in all countries, not just in my country or in his country. Can you see my screen? Yes, Mr. Mostafa. Yes, we will try the Google Meet. Yes. Now I will send a link to try it. Please join us in the Google Meet till Mr. Mustafa returns. Yes, I sent a link for Google Meet. If he didn't fix his voice, we could return to Google Meet. Welcome all. Yes. So many have joined us. You can join us here in order to return to it. Hello, Miss Bara, Miss Mervat, Fairy Fatima. Welcome all. They joined us in the Google Meet. Sorry, can you repeat? Yes. We are waiting for you in the Google Meet. Please join us. Yes. Welcome all. So please move to the link that I sent in the chat box in order to overcome this problem. So sorry for this, but you know what is the reason. Yes. Welcome all. We hope that it will solve this problem. Yes, we will come back, of course. Now join us in the Google Meet. Yes, I sent the link in the other, for the next time, for the second time, sorry. Yes, can you see my screen now or not yet?
السلام عليكم. أستاذة
Did you
شوقية
see?
حضرتك سامعاني؟
Yes. نعم نعم. Now it is better.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Would you like me to share?
Yes, of course, of course. Yes, we made, or I made a link for Google Meet in case that you don't fix your voice, but now it is visible. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
I hope so. I think you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see your desktop.
Okay. Just a minute.
Yes.
PowerPoint is uploading.
Yes, we see it. So those who went to the Google Meet, they can stay here.
It seems there is a problem with my laptop. I think it's heavy. It's not working properly.
Yes.
The
Wait a
application
minute. Maybe it takes a few minutes. Yes. Now it is open. Great. Now it is visible.
okay. I was just asking my dear colleagues, can you remember what we call the two words that have the same spelling but different pronunciation and different meaning? We talked about the name of these words last time. Can you remember? Please write in the chat box or just take the mic.
Yes. So Mr. Mostafa asks you if you remember what do you call that when there are two words have the same pronunciation. He told you about the previous session.
Yes, the two words are written the same, the same spelling, but when it comes to pronunciation, they are different. And also, the meaning is different.
Yes.
What we call this? Someone
Yes,
remember?
either you can unmute yourself or you can write in the chat box. I will let you to unmute yourself. Because here this session is titled as Practical Practice Perfect Speaking. So you
Yes.
should be active with the guest speaker, please.
Exactly. I want you to speak because it's a speaking
Yes.
practice.
Yes, thank you. Yes, please go ahead.
Do we have someone wants
Yes,
to
of
share?
course. She answered. She
What did she?
answered. She said the homophones.
Could you think again, please?
Homophones.
Yes,
Uh,
there is a man who is raising his hand. Dr.
Go
Harry,
ahead.
please, the floor is yours.
Hair and hair.
Yes.
Do you
Sorry?
mean they are homophones?
is homophones, here and here.
Yeah, but let me make my question clear. If you look at the sentence on the screen now, we have the word produce written twice with the same spelling, the same spelling. But when it comes to pronunciation, they are different. This is not a homophone. A homophone, two words that sound the same pronunciation, but they are different in meaning. But these words are different in pronunciation. So they are called heteronyms. Heteronyms. Can you remember that? We talked about heteronyms last time, and we said heteronyms are two words that are written in the same spelling, but they have different pronunciation and different meaning. So my next question is, who can help us read the sentence? Okay, notes that we have the word produce here and the same spelling here, but the pronunciation is going to be different. Who wants to try? Are you there? Anybody raising their hands?
Anybody wants to add anything? Yes, Margot, please go ahead. He was
How much
rising or she
produce?
was.
How much produce does the farm produce?
Excellent. Can you explain that, doctor, please? You said here, how much produce does the farm produce? So they are not the same pronunciation, is that right? He was said produce. He will say produce. The word accent is different because this is the noun and this is the verb. Okay? So just like Dr. Margot,
So
if I'm saying the name,
the stress.
yes, the
The
word stress.
stress
How
maybe at the
much?
beginning syllable.
Yes.
Yes.
How much produce does the farm produce? Okay?
Yes.
Let's see another example. Here we have the word does, D-O-E-S, and the same spelling here again, but the pronunciation will be different. Who can think and share us? We need a volunteer to read the sentence. Hello? Shawqia, do we have any volunteers?
Okay, let me say. Do you know
Okay.
what deer does to those?
Excellent. And what is the difference here in meaning? Can you know does and does? What is the difference?
One is verb, one is noun.
Yes, this is the verb. And what does the
Yes,
word
the first
do
one.
mean as a noun? You know, the deer is an animal, okay? And the does is the young baby of that animal, you know, the deer. So, do you know what
Yeah.
deer does to does? So, have you noticed how the words are spelled together, the same spelling, but when it comes to pronunciation, they are said in different ways, okay? I want someone else to read the sentence again, just for practice. We need to practice together. So please raise your hand and take the mic, read the sentence aloud. Where are the volunteers? Okay.
Zubaida, please go ahead. Zubaida, unmute yourself and begin.
Do you know what deer does to dogs?
Excellent. Do you know what deer does to dogs? So
yes,
we need to differentiate between the two words, although they are the same spelling, but the pronunciation is different. We have another example here. Yes, I want you to think about this example because it is somehow tricky. We have the word number and the same spelling here again, but of course the pronunciation is going to be different. So think and raise your hand to share.
Any volunteer now? Please, here it is a practical session. We want you to be more active.
Yes, and don't be shy. Mistakes are okay because it's part of our learning process. When we make mistakes, we learn.
And to err is human.
Sure. Zubaida, are you raising your hand?
Yes, she answered before a few minutes, and if she wants to add, yes, go ahead. No. Another volunteer.
Yes, Margot again. Go ahead.
After reading the 500 number lists repeatedly, her brain became number.
Number, are you sure? The same pronunciation here, Margot. You pronounce them similarly, exactly the same.
After reading the 500 number lists repeatedly, her brain became number.
Nama, excellent. Nama, without pronouncing the B sound because it is silent. So could you give us the meaning of the word nama? What does it mean?
Now the number 500 is the digits, the numbers.
Yes.
Then nama is becoming num.
Yeah. And what something is becoming num mean? There is no feeling in it, you know? When your brain became nama, it means that you lost your feeling of something. So yeah, when we sit for some time, our leg become nama or numb. It means that it is not active. It's not. There is no feeling in it. Thank you, Margot, for your sharing. Excellent. And I want another volunteer to read the same sentence again. After reading the 500 number list repeatedly, her brain became number. Number. Wants to share. Please, I want all of you raise your hand and read the sentence. Hello? Don't be shy.
Class, are you raising? No. The first one is Noreen. I can't pronounce it. Norina.
Noran, yes.
Sadiqova. Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome.
After reading the 500 number list repeatedly, her brain became numb.
Excellent. Number and nama. Number and nama. Again, another volunteer. Thank you, Noran.
Yes, Miss Hanan's turn now. Miss Hanan's turn. Go ahead, please.
Okay.
Miss Hanan.
Okay,
and Hazem.
Yes. After reading the 500 number list repeatedly, her brain became numb.
Excellent. Excellent.
Great.
Anybody else wants to share?
After reading the 500 numbers list repeatedly,
yes,
her brain became number.
Number or nama?
Nam. Yes.
Nama.
Nama.
Mm.
Excellent. We don't pronounce the best sound here because it is preceded by the sound, so it is silent. Nama. Okay, but here we say number. Number. Okay. Thank you. Let's go to the next slide. Last time we talked about some sibilant sounds in English. Can you remember what are the sibilant sounds? How many sibilant sounds do we have in English? Mm-hmm. Can you remember?
Yes. Any
Go ahead.
volunteer now?
Yes.
Yes, the same participant, Nurni. Yes, go
Mhm.
ahead.
There are 44
No,
sounds.
she left.
There are 44 sounds in English. Yes, these are all the sounds in English. And there are only 6 of them. We call them sibilant, as you can see in the on the screen now. Sibilant. Okay? The sounds that looks like someone hissing or making a whistle sound. You know, like
Yes, voiceless sounds. Those are
okay.
voiceless.
Some of them are voiceless, and we're going to have a look at them. And some of them are voiced, like the Z sound is voiced, but most of them
Yes.
needs to make a whistling or a whispering sound. Okay. They are called
Yes.
sibilant. There are 6 sounds. Okay. Okay. My next question is: many words in English ends with S. These words may
Yes.
be nouns and may be verbs. Okay? When the S comes at the end of a word, we pronounce the S sound in 3 different ways. We have 3 pronunciation ways for the S sound. It could be pronounced simply S, like the word sleeps, sleeps, or books, hats, or it could be pronounced Z, like the words crabs, words, bags, folds, and we can pronounce the S sound is, as if it is an extra syllable, is, like the word races, races, okay, buses, boxes, boxes. My question for you to think about: when can we pronounce the letter S when it comes at the end of the word? When can we say S? And when can we say Z? And when can we say is? According to what criteria? Can you
Yes,
think
of
of it?
course, there is.
There is a rule.
Yes, when there are voice sounds, we should pronounce the S as S.
Okay.
Like
So
sleeps,
when the
books,
last consonant is,
hats.
yes, the last consonant before the S is voiceless, it is said S, S, like the word cliffs,
Yes.
hats. Okay. Okay. My question is, how can we define the voiceless sound? How can we decide whether the sound is voiced or voiceless? Is there a
Sound
way?
sounds ba, ka, ta, fa.
Excellent. These sounds are the voiceless sound in English. Peh, keh, teh,
Teh.
okay? And why are they called voiceless sound? Because they are produced from the lips or the teeth without going through the throat and make vibration in the vocal cord. They don't make vibration. They don't cause any vibration. So if we say sleeps, sleeps, here the sounds comes from the teeth and the lips, okay? But if you can see this list of sounds, the beh sound, deh sound, geh, and l, ing, r, v, these sounds comes from inside. They make vibration in the vocal cords. So we need to say z, crabs, crabs, words, okay? But if we have at the end the sound before the s is another s, like the word buses, boxes, you know, the sound x has the sound s at the end, or z. These sound, which are the sibilant sounds, as we said, we add an extra syllable, which is. So we say races, says, races, says. Have you noticed that? So to make it simpler, when we have the letter S at the end of a word, we can say s, we can say z, we can say is, according to the last consonant before the S. If it is voiceless, we say s. If it is voice, we say z. And if it is a sibilant sound, which is s or z, sh, or j, we say is. So I want you to raise your hand and read the list. I want you to read the voiceless, the voice, and the sibilant sound. Okay? Just for practice. Please take the mic and read a list.
Yes. So who is the first volunteer? Miss Bara, please go ahead.
Okay.
Miss Bara.
The sibilant, the words that end with sibilant sounds, races, buses, boxes, prizes, kisses, watches, dishes, changes.
Excellent.
The words that end with voiceless sounds, sleeps, books, hats, cliffs, laughs, grabs.
Excellent.
The words that end with voiced consonants, crabs, words, bags, balls, dreams, fans, things, wares, and gloves.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Another volunteer, please. Another one. The same list again.
Miss Zubaida. Zubaida.
Yes.
Zubaida, please.
Okay. The first group, sibilant races, buses, boxes, prices, kisses, watches, dishes, changes.
Okay.
And
excellent.
the second
Excellent.
group, voiceless. That's all. I'll continue.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Sleeps, box, hats, cliffs, laughs, graphs. The last one, voiced. The voiced Z. Crabs, words, bags, polls, dreams, fans, signs, wears, gloves.
Can you say this again? Can you say this word again?
Things, sorry.
things, yeah. But
Things.
yes, Zubaida, I want to consider me your student. I'm your student now, and I'm asking you why they are classified in this way. I don't understand what is voiced and voiceless. How can you explain it to me? How can we define this sound is voiced or voiceless?
Okay, if S at the end of the word and contains the B, D, G, L, these letters make a vibration in our throat. We
Excellent.
pronounce the S at the end as Z. If there
Excellent.
is no vibration or we pronounce them by our lips without vibration, like the letters P, K, T, F. Okay, we
Yes.
pronounce the last S as S.
Okay, and Zubaida, if you want to help your students understand more by giving them a practical exercise, you can ask them to put their fingers, the two fingers, on the throat and feel
Yes.
the sound when they say v. The voice sound will have a vibration in the vocal cords, and they feel this vibration with their finger. Okay.
Yes. Yes. This is the voice. Okay. This is the
Okay.
vibration. Okay.
I thank you so much. Who else
Thank
wants to try saying these words? I think,
Yes, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, please
yeah,
go ahead.
let's listen to Elizabeth first.
Yes, unmute yourself and please go ahead. Elizabeth. So
Are you there?
Noreen, please go ahead.
Okay. First sibilant races, buses, boxes, prizes, kisses, watches, dishes, and chains. The
Okay.
second with S voiceless, slips, hats, cliffs, laughs, crafts. And the third with Z voice, crabs, words, bags, falls, dreams, fans, things, wares, and gloves.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I still want to say something. Please be brave to take the mic. Raise your hand and talk to us because it's a speaking practice. If you don't practice
Yes.
speaking, so why are you attending the session? It's your turn to take a step. Please take the mic and say something. It's your session. Okay?
Yes. Miss
Okay.
Elizabeth, please, your
Are you
turn.
there?
Yes, she is raising her hand. Please unmute
Okay.
yourself and you can go ahead. Yes, now I want to call someone, anyone, okay? Arfin, can
Okay.
you begin practicing pronunciation? Don't be shy, as Mr. Mustafa said. It is just for practice. Dua Nasser, can you begin? Dr. Harry,
We
Dr.
are not
Mutia.
judging. We
Yes,
are not well, we are not judging. We are just practicing, okay? Just
yes,
make mistakes as much as you like. We all make mistakes.
yes. Hanan, please go ahead. Hanan
Yes,
Hazem, please.
Okay,
yes.
okay, okay. The first group
Student
is, we can say,
races,
races,
Yes.
races,
buses,
buses,
boxes,
boxes,
prices.
prizes, kisses, watches,
There's someone
dishes,
pronouncing with me.
Yeah.
changes,
Yes,
and
sorry.
voiceless
So sorry.
and from
Yes, please. Can you repeat? Can you repeat, Dr. Harry? Then we will return to you, Miss Hanan. No problem.
Okay.
Dr. Harry,
yes,
continue.
And from voiceless, there is sleeps, books, hats, clips, laughs, and grabs.
Okay.
And from the list,
And what about the voice?
voiced, crabs, words, bags, falls, dreams, fans, sings, wears, and gloves.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Dr. Harry. Hanan, who was going to
Okay,
read?
the first group, yes. Races, buses, boxes, prizes, kisses, watches, dishes, changes. The voiceless group, sleeps, box, hats, cliffs, laughs, graphs. The last one, voiced, grape, لا, crabs, لا, crabs, words, bags, falls, dreams, fans,
Yes,
sings,
crabs.
wears, gloves.
Okay, but I want to
Wears
emphasize
gloves.
something. When we need to pronounce the yes, the last sound, we don't want to make it very clear as if it is another syllable. We don't say words, or bags. Okay, just let the Z sound with the D sound very, very connected together. Words, crabs, not crabs. Not we don't have we don't want to have another syllable. Okay? The same thing when we say changes. Okay? Okay, let's go to another thing. Showing the difference between the seh and zeh can change the meaning. So it's very important to be aware of your pronunciation because it makes a big difference. So here we say fleece. Here we say fleece. The two words are the same except for the se and ze, the last sound. So if I'm talking to a native speaker and I'm talking about fleece, you know, the word fleece means ships, warrior ships in the sea. Okay? If I mispronounced the word for another very similar word and I said please instead of fleece, so the meaning is going to be completely different. The person listening to you might understand something different. Okay? So the same thing here applies to the word lice and the word lies. Lice, lies. Okay? Gross, gross, and grows, grows, gross. Dice, dice, dies, dies. Muscle, muscle, muzzle, muzzle. Source, 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 source. Face, face, phase, phase. Loose, loose, lose, lose. News, I'm sorry, news, 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 news. Sauce, sauce, toes, toes. Juice, 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 juice. Have you noticed how these words are very similar in pronunciation except for the s and z at the end? So this is another way of practicing English. You have a list like this and try saying them again and again. So I want a volunteer to read the two columns, one from the Z sound and it's similar from the Z sound, okay? So if you are going to share, you will say fleece, fleas, lice, lies, okay? To make it clear how similar they are. Who is going to be the first volunteer? Please raise your hand and share. Reem, are you raising your hand?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, where's the word? Where are the words? Yes, okay. Fleece, fleece, lice, live, gross, grows, dice, dive, muscle, muzzle, source, source, face, phase, loose, lose, news, news, sauce, sauce, juice, juice.
Excellent. Have you noticed how the words are very similar in everything except the s and z, the last sound?
Yes.
Okay, the finalist. Another volunteer, thank you. Another one. Here we have, thank you, Reem. We have Mervet. Are you there?
Yes, doctor, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Fleas, fleas, lice, lies, grows, grows, dice, dies, muscle, muscle, muzzle, source, source, face, face, loose, lose, noose, nose, sauce, sauce, juice, juice.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Mervet. Another volunteer, another
Thanks,
one wants
doctor.
to share.
I love this.
Who's next? Mrs. Shawqia, are you there? Who is going to be our next volunteer? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now, Miss Bara, another time. Please go
Okay.
ahead. Miss
Okay,
Bara.
fleece. Okay, fleece, fleas, lice, lies, gross, grows, dice, dies, muscle, muzzle, source, stores, face, phase, loose, lose, nose, noose, news, sauce, sauce, juice, and the last word I can't say it.
Jews,
Okay,
yeah.
Jews. Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, thank you. Excellent. Let's go to another challenge here in pronunciation. Here is a group of words that end with the sound s or z according to, I don't know. I want you to think about these words and ask yourself, how is the last s pronounced? Is it s or is or z sound? Okay, and just write the list. Just like your list. Okay, again, I want you to have your paper and a pen and make a list of the words that end with the s sound. For example, if the first word, if you pronounce it abuse, just write it in the seh column, okay? And if you pronounce it abuse, abuse, so it's Z sound, okay? So we need two categories, one for S and another for Z. And you have 5 minutes to decide with yourself. And if you want to consult your dictionary, if you want to look a word up to make sure how it is pronounced, it's okay. only 5 minutes. I'm going to listen to you reading the list. Okay? Am I clear? Have you got the task? Hello, Ms. Shawqia.
Yes, yes, yes. It is clear.
Yeah, it is
Who
clear. I hope
is?
so.
Yes.
You
Please
have
explain more.
5 minutes. You have 5 minutes to think and write down.
And write.
Before we start reading your list. Okay?
Okay. So 5 minutes with you for this task, please. Go ahead, begin writing. And after 5 minutes, Mr. Mostafa will hear you.
It's okay to consult your dictionary to make sure.
Yes, for those who are asking about the phone, after 15 minutes, I will send it, inshallah. We hope that you will get benefit from these exercises and you can practice them with your educators, with your learners, sorry.
Just 2 minutes. Has anyone finished? Are you done with that?
Done. Miss Bara says done.
Okay.
ما يسمى ما يسمى
Yes, Miss Bara is raising her hand. Can she begin?
Okay. Will you please listen to Bara
Yes.
reading her list? And please, I want you to focus with Bara because you are going to be the judges, whether the list is correct or not. Okay? Just go ahead, Bara.
Okay. Cell sound, abuse, the noun, lease,
Yes.
noose, release, loose, marsh, base, chase, useless, increase, purpose, basics, house, mouse, obese, use, the noun, decrease. That's it. The sound, abuse, the verb, goose, concise, excuse, hypothesis, comparison, grease, laws, used to, close, precise, analysis, dose, seize, gas, diagnosis, crisis, and refuse. No, the noun refuse is the sound, but the verb refuse ends with the sound. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, what do you think of what Bara has said? Any comments? She has done a great job.
Yes. Do you agree with what? Yes. Do you agree with what Bara says?
Hello?
It seems that they agree. They both thumbs. Please make reactions here, clapping,
yes.
maybe something else.
You can write
in order
the
to
chat
say
box.
if you are agree. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, there is
And
a
I want you to
clapping.
take the mic. I want you to take the mic and say something. It's a practice for you. It's very important to practice. Anybody else? Thank you,
Yes.
Bara. Anybody else?
Just Bara.
Okay. Are you ready for the surprise? Are you ready to get astonished?
Yes.
I'm going to astonish you. If you looked at this list of words, you might think they are se and ze sound. But in fact, all these words are pronounced with se sound, except only two words in this list. You have 30 seconds to find out the two words that are pronounced with Z sound in all these words. Only two words.
Use.
This is one of them.
Seize. Use and
What
seize.
else? Okay,
Increase.
thank you.
Yes, doctor.
I want you. Yes.
Please. Abuse as a verb.
Yes.
Which is.
Chase as a verb. Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Who else?
doctor.
Increase.
Any other volunteers?
Yeah, increase.
Increase is Z sound. Okay, what else?
Conversation.
And conversation or conversation. Is it se or ze?
Actually, usually pronounced the conversation.
Okay, I'm going to give you a surprise now. Okay, I'm going to surprise you. All these words are pronounced with se sound, except abuse as a verb. And Mars, excellent. Mars, yes. It is called Mars.
Mars,
Yes, Mars.
Okay. Let's have a look at the rest of the list. When we talk about the noun abuse, it is se sound. Goose, lease, noose, release, loose, concise, excuse. The noun is excuse, and the verb is excuse. So stop telling me worn out excuses. Excuse the noun, okay? Hypnosis, gnosis, hypnosis, okay? Comparison, comparison, comparison. Base, not base, base, chase, grease, louse, useless, used to. Used to, as a grammatical rule, when someone is used to do something in the past, we say, I used to smoke, I used to sing, I used to, not I used to, it's yes, say sound, I used to. Close, close, when we use the noun, the adjective close, it's say sound, but the verb is close, it's ze sound. So if we are going to read this word as a verb, it will be Z sound, close, close, okay? But if it is an adjective, we say close. Here we say precise, precise, increase, increase, conversation, conversation, analysis, analysis, purpose, purpose. What is the purpose of this? Basics, basics, okay? Dose. The doctor give the patient a dose of medicine, dose, not dose, it's dose. House, mouse, cease, gas, obese, use, decrease, diagnosis, crisis, refuse as a noun. Okay? So all these words end with se sound except two words, the verb abuse and the noun Mars and the word close if it is a verb, okay? Who wants to read them? Please take the mic and read these words aloud. It's a very important practice for you. Who's going to start?
Miss Ghada, Miss Ghada Al-Ghandour.
Okay.
Go ahead, please. Miss Ghada, unmute yourself.
Please, the noun house. House can be a verb, house.
Yes, yes, we can use it as a verb. It is house, yeah, in that case.
Right?
Okay. Yes.
Is right?
Go ahead.
Thank
Of course.
you.
Would you like to read them?
Okay. Abuse, goose, lease, goose,
Again, this
lease,
word.
goose,
yes.
lease.
Yeah, but the double O here, it's oo sound. Goose.
Yeah.
Goose. Okay. Goose. Goose. Okay. Again.
Okay. Goose.
Yes.
Lease.
Lease. Yes.
Nose.
Excellent.
Release.
Excellent.
Loose. Concise. Excuse as a noun. Excuse
yes.
as a verb.
As a verb. Excellent.
Hypnosis.
Yes.
Hypnosis. Mars. Comparison.
Yes. Excellent.
Pace. Chase. Grease. Loose. Useless.
Again, this word is called louse. Louse.
Louse.
It's an
okay.
Yes.
Okay. Useless. Used to. close and close.
Excellent.
Yes. Precise, size, increase, conversation, analysis, purpose.
Excellent.
Basics, those, house and house.
Yes.
House as a noun, house as a verb.
The verb.
Yes. Mouse. Mouse.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gas.
Gas, yes.
Okay. Gas. Obsess. Use.
Obese. Obese is a person who suffers from heavy weight. Very, very fat person. Obese. Obesity. And this word is use.
Use. Decrease. Diagnosis. Crisis. Refuse.
Yeah, crisis and refuse. I want to ask you a question. What are the words that shocked you when you discovered they are seh and used to pronounce them zeh or vice versa? For me, the word Mars was a big surprise because I used to say Mars, the name of the planet. In Marikh, I used to say it's Mars.
Yes,
refuse.
we did,
the word
so.
refuse.
We did
Have
the
you
same.
got have you got shocked of words that you used to say them in a seh sound and you discover they are the zeh or vice versa? For me, the word those, I used to say those with the Z sound. It is an amount of medicine that the doctor prescribed, but in fact, I discovered that it is pronounced dose. Dose. Okay. What else? What surprised you?
Gas.
Yes, Amrut, Uzma says yes, Fakiha says Mars, Mervat Mars, those.
And the word increase and decrease, I used to say them increase.
Yes, increase. We pronounce them. I myself pronounce them as increase and decrease.
Yes, but I discovered that they are not Z sound. They are increase and decrease. Both the verb and the noun.
We know some rule, Mr. Mostafa, that says when S is preceded and followed by a vowel, we should pronounce it as Z.
Yeah,
yes.
when the
here,
sound,
because it is preceded by two vowels, maybe, so we should pronounce it as it.
yeah, but this rule is not you can't say it is not a general one. It has some exceptions. And another thing, the seh is pronounced z when it is between two pronounced vowels, but the e at the end of the word is not pronounced at all. So we say increase. Okay, but if we are going to pronounce the vowel that comes after, if the e is pronounced, it will be z sound, I think. Also, the word excuse. One of the words that I used to say excuse me, I excuse. So we have the verb is excuse.
Always we pronounce it.
But the noun
we
is
pronounce it as excuse me.
Yeah, and it is right to say excuse me because this is the verb. When we say excuse me, I ask you to forgive me. This is the verb, so it's okay to say excuse me. But he gave me an excuse. The noun. The noun is excuse. In order not to get confused. Do you have any question on this list? Please share with us with your ideas. Say something take the mic and read the words, ask your questions, because it's a conversation practice. We are practicing pronunciation together. Do you have any
questions? In the chat box. Dr. Mutia says noun and verb. Dr.
Yes.
Khulud adds noun S. Yes. Dr. Mutia, can you comment on what was surprising for you, for example? Dr. Mutia, please go ahead. Dr. Hala, Dr. Khulud. Ms. Hanan asks a question in the chat box. Is these rules, are these rules in AME pronunciation only?
No, it is general. It has nothing to do with accents. It is the pronunciation rules. And there's a big difference between when we speak about accents, American accent, British accent, Irish accent, when we speak about the pronunciation of English language in general. When we produce the sound, this is called pronunciation. It has nothing to do with accents. So in American English, you will say excuse as a noun and excuse as a verb, and the same thing in British English, okay? Diagnosis, conversation, increase, precise, okay? These words are the same in both accents, okay? Anybody else wants to share, wants to read? I want you to share by reading these words. It's very important. And if you are shy to read them aloud in the session, you can go back to the video and look at the list and try to read them again and again, many times. Okay? Okay, I'll be fast because I think we are late. I want you to think about the ed when it comes at the end of the verbs or adjectives in English. Sometimes the verb is ended with ed, okay? When the verb ends with ed, it means that it is in the past form or the past participle. Is that right? So when we say visit, in the past we say visited, okay? Study, studied, studied, okay? When we pronounce the ed, it has three ways of pronunciation, okay, according to voicing and voiceless. The same rule again, just like we said with the words that end with the S sound, here the ed could be t sound, it could be d sound, it could be it. It means a syllable, okay? We're adding it. And that happens only in two cases. When the verb ends with T or D, you know, only with these two sounds at the end. So when I say the word, for example, visit ends with T sound, when we pronounce the ed, we say visited, tid. So we have an extra syllable here, okay? Only with the words that end with T and G. So the word need, in the past, we say needed, did, needed, okay? But when the verb ends with the sounds, which is voice sound like the beh and ge, l, m, n, we know the voice sounds. In that case, we add only deh sound. So the verb rub, we say rub, and the deh sound will be very weak. We don't say rubbed, There is no qalqala in English. We don't say rub, we say rub, rub. The d sound is very weak. Big, big, cold, cold, okay? And when the last sound in the verb is voiceless, the peh and feh, keh and seh, sh, in that case, we pronounce the ed like t. For example, the verb help, in the past, we say helped, helped. Here, we need to be very careful and aware with our pronunciation. The peh and teh are connected together. We don't say helbet. No, this is not correct. We say helped, kissed, not kissed. No, it's kissed, kissed. Have you noticed how weak the teh sound at the end is? Have you noticed that? Laughed, washed, okay? Again, the ed has three different ways when it comes at the end of the verb. It could be teh or deh or id. Id with only two endings, the teh and deh verbs. Okay? I want you to read the list, if you can see them. Read this list and make sure you understand the rule behind. We have the voice and voiceless, and we have it and deh. Okay? Who wants to start?
Yes, Zubaida, please begin.
Okay, Zubaida.
Zubaida.
Okay. Helped, kissed, laughed, washed, finished, danced, looked, watched.
Excellent. Have you noticed how Zubaida was very careful when we said finished, finished?
Yes.
Okay, the teh is very weak at the end. Okay, it's not finished. Have you finished? No, this is not correct. Have you finished? It's not correct either. Have you finished? Finished. As if the sh and teh are connected together. Okay.
Not heavy.
Zubaida, could you possibly read them again, please?
The first group?
Yes, because you pronounced them perfectly. I want you to repeat them again.
Okay. Helped, kissed, laughed, washed, finished, danced, looked, watched. No, watched.
Excellent. Watched. Yeah, watched. And here we have the deh sound. Yeah.
Robbed, begged, called, claimed, cleaned, offered, loved, realized.
Realized. Yes, excellent. And what about the last group?
Wanted, educated, ended, and needed.
Yes,
thank you.
This group has an extra syllable, id, because it ends with, the verb is ending with teh or deh. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, we add id. Do you have any question relating to this rule? When we have ed at the end of the word, we can pronounce it in three different ways, according to whether it is voiced or voiceless. Okay?
Yes.
Another volunteer. Thank you. Thank you, Zubaida.
Thanks a lot.
We have Ikhlas. Okay.
Ikhlas.
Assalamu alaikum.
عليكم السلام.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Daughter want to read them.
Okay, your daughter, welcome. What is her name?
Francie.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear it.
What's her name?
Francie.
Francie, okay. Go
Francie,
ahead, Francie.
welcome, Francie.
Help it. Kiss.
Francie, when we have p sound and then ed, we just say t sound, okay? Helped.
Okay. Help it. Kiss.
Okay.
Laugh. Watch it.
Washed.
Again. I need the washed. Excellent.
Finished.
Excellent. Dance.
Locked.
Excellent.
Danced. Locked. Watch it.
Okay. Here another group. You are going to say the d sound at the end. Wrap.
Pissed. Cold. Climbed. Cleaned.
No. When you say clean it, you added an extra syllable. I want you to say cleaned, not cleaned, cleaned. Say it again, Francie.
Cleaned.
Excellent.
Clean.
Offer.
Laughed.
Very good. Laughed. And realized. Can you see realized? What about the last group, Francie?
Wanted.
Excellent.
Educate. Educated.
Excellent.
Ended.
Yes.
Needed.
Thank you. You know, Francie, what I like about what you have done is that you are very courageous. انت شجاعة, because you are not shy to take the mic and speak, and that's very, very important. Please, dear colleagues, take the mic and say the words again and again. Don't worry about making mistakes. Mistakes are part of our learning. Another volunteer.
You are right.
Okay,
Now, Fakiha.
Yes, Fakiha.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Alaikum assalam.
The first group.
Yes.
The first group helped, kissed, laughed, washed, finished, danced, looked, watched.
Excellent.
Second, rubbed, picked, called, claimed, cleaned, offered, laughed, realized. The third, wanted, educated, ended, needed.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Okay. This is a very simple exercise for you. Please, can you categorize these verbs according to the ed pronunciation in the three categories here? Okay. If you are going to say teh sound, please write the verbs here. And if it is deh sound, here in the middle, and if it's id sound, so write them here. You have only 2 minutes to categorize the verbs here in the three categories. Am I clear?
Yes, you mean to a classification. They will classify these verbs according to the columns. The first column is T sound, the second D sound, and the third one and the last one is id with as id to the
that's true. And you have the three categories according to the pronunciation te, de, it. Okay. Go ahead, only 2 minutes.
So you have the allotted time in order to classify these verbs and according to their suitable columns.
Are you done?
May I have a trial?
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. Fast.
Which
Dress.
category are you starting with? Which one? Are you starting with the T sound? T. Okay, I'm listening.
T sound.
Yes.
Yes. Dressed.
Dressed.
Matched.
Excellent. Matched. Excellent.
Talked.
I'm sorry.
Talked.
Where is it? Yeah, past. Yeah, past.
Talked. Yes.
Okay. Yes. And you have also another verb.
Another verb. 1 minute. I have a look.
Okay. There are 2 verbs.
Ask.
Have you said ask? Excellent. And have you said talked?
Talk.
Talked, yeah.
Yes, I said talk. Yes.
Excellent. So they are dressed, matched,
Yes.
asked,
Asked.
talked, and passed. Excellent.
Yes.
What about the D sound, the G sound here?
D sound. Ordered. Recorded.
Recorded, are you sure?
Recorded.
We are talking, you are talking about D or it?
D.
Which one? Okay, and when you say record.
Sorry, I recorded ID, sorry, ID.
Excellent,
Recorded
excellent.
ID. Started ID.
Okay. So we have recorded and started. We have reminded.
Reminded,
Okay.
yes.
And the rest.
Painted
And
ID.
where is it?
Corrected. Corrected.
Painted. Excellent. Painted and corrected.
Yes.
Painted, corrected, and recorded.
Reminded.
Okay. And we have the D sound. The
screamed.
Screamed. Believed. Believed. Is that right?
Oh.
And
Improved.
we have improved. Yes, improved. And phone. Phone. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Miss Shawqia, how much time do we have?
You can finish in 5 to 7 minutes, maybe.
Okay. If we started our time without these problems, we would be able to do 2 exercises that help you speak English. But I can explain to the idea behind the exercise, and then we can train ourselves or practice at home, because I think we don't have much time. This exercise is a speaking exercise. Okay, you imagine you are meeting someone the same age as you for the first time, and you are going to talk to each other. My question is, are you going to shake hands with them? Is that acceptable in your culture or in your social backgrounds or in your religion to shake hands with someone? Okay, if you are a man, are you going to shake hands with a woman or another man? And if you were a woman, are you going to shake hands with another woman or a man? And what about bowing? The verb bow means to bend the body to greet someone. Okay? And hug. Okay, to take someone between your arms to show love and affection. Is that allowed or is that accepted in your culture? When you meet someone for the first time, kiss the person on the cheek or smile and say hi. Will you stand very close or you keep a distance? Okay. Are you going to exchange business cards? Are you going to touch the person on the arm? Are you going to look at the person directly in their eyes? Or look away from the person, you look in other direction or another direction? Are you going to offer the person something to drink? Are you going to offer the person something to eat? Okay. If you were sitting and someone came closer to you, are you going to stand up? And if you were sitting, are you going to offer the person a seat? Okay. This exercise helps us to speak in English. I want you to take the mic and tell me and tell your colleagues about the habits, the customs, and traditions you follow when you meet someone for the first time. For example, you can say, for me, I shake hands with someone when I meet him for the first time. This is accepted in my culture. So you are going to speak in English. You are going to speak, and at the same time, you are going to tell other people about your country's customs and traditions, your religions, your background, what is accepted and what is not accepted in your country. Okay. So for me, for example, I can say it's not accepted for me to kiss someone on the cheek when I meet him or her for the first time. It's not accepted in our culture. But if he is a friend and he's a man like me, I can hug him and kiss him on the cheek. And the same thing happens with women. Okay, but it's not accepted for me as a man to kiss a woman on her cheek when I meet her for the first time or after that. So this exercise helps us to speak. Have you noticed how much speaking are we doing now? Have you got the idea, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. In order to stimulate educators and learners to speak fluently.
Excellent. And I want you to take the mic and tell me something about yourself and your country, your religion, from these things on a screen. Who wants to start?
Yes, yes. Dr. Mutia says, in my culture, no, sorry. Yes, yes, you can. Sorry.
I
Begin,
can start
please.
if
Go
you
ahead.
want to.
Okay, go
Yes.
ahead.
In my country, we shake hands
in my culture, if we don't know each other, we don't kiss the other person on the cheek. It doesn't matter if it is two men or two women, but we tend to smile and say hi, and look at the person directly, but not to get too near, to respect their space. And if we are sitting, we can offer the person a seat.
Have you noticed how much speaking did Dr. Mutia did right now? She talked a lot, okay? And this is the idea that we need to apply in this exercise. Please, thank you, Doctor. And another volunteer, please. Anybody else?
She is not Dr. Mutia. She is not Dr. Mutia. Yes,
I'm sorry.
Dr. Mutia wrote in the chat box.
I'm sorry.
For example, Miss Bara says men and women, no shaking hands are allowed. And I can add more, because in our religion, Islam, it is prohibited that women and men shake hands, because it is not allowed in our religion. And if we meet other men, we can, for example, if they are some relatives or some ones who we know, we can say hi, how are you? Just not shaking hands, not standing with them for a long time, not talking without our men with us, for example. And when we meet women, if they are so close to us, so or we love them very much, we can kiss them, we can hug them, we can shake hands with them, as well as we can shake our hands with any woman that we meet, for example. So this is about my point of view. Yes,
you know,
Margot
have you not?
adds in.
Okay. Yes, but in this exercise particularly, I encourage you to speak, not to write in the chat box. Please take the mic and say something. In your culture,
Margot,
is it okay
can you talk, Margot? Margot, can you read what you wrote in the chat box?
Okay, yes, I can.
Margot.
In our country, we shake hands with any person regardless of the gender. We rarely bow down. We can hug either male or a female. We don't kiss someone that we've met the first time. We only say hi and smile to them and shake hands. We don't stand very close to people, especially if they're strangers. Yes, we exchange business cards if we meet, maybe for business referral later on. We look at the person directly for attention, that is. And if someone has come and you're sitting down, you offer them a seat, and we can give a drink, either tea or juice or water, a glass of water. And if someone comes and I'm sitting down, I'll stand up first and shake hands as a sign of respect.
Okay.
Yes, where are you from, Margot?
I'm from Kenya.
Where are you from? Sorry.
Kenya.
So this is in Kenyan's culture. So it is different from culture to culture. So she expressed her experience and her tradition in her country. Thank you, Margot. Now let's move to another one. Carrie, can you read what you wrote in the chat box and add more? Carrie? Yes, Mr. Mostafa needs you to practice speaking. It is a speaking webinar or lecture. So please be active. Don't be shy. She says, or he says, in my culture, smile and say hi. Just they say hi and smile for others. Dr. Mutia says culture, women don't shake hands with men, as Dr. Mutia also is a Muslim from Jordan. She shares the same opinion with me. Akiha says yes. Dr. Mutia adds if sitting, we stand up. Yes, good. Ikrami, I sent the form and it another time. Dr. Mutia says we don't bow. for other, she means. Zainab adds, in our culture, I smile and say Assalamu alaikum and look at the person directly. Yes, it is a nice point here with Zainab's comment, Mr. Mustafa. Looking at the person directly, she means the eye contact. It is eye thing. It is impolite to talk with others without eye contact. When I meet some people who don't have the eye contact with me, I become very angry, very upset, because it seems to me that he doesn't, he or she doesn't respect me. So it is a good point of view to eye contact. Also, Nawal says we bow only God. Excellent point. Thank you, Nawal. Thank you. Yes, that's it.
Yes, but what happens in some other cultures is that men stand up when they see women coming to them, and the opposite is not happening. Women does not stand up to great men because this is etiquette for them. So it depends, and the expression "it depends" it means it's not the same in everywhere. It depends. It means it is different from one place to another, from one culture to another, from one religion to another. Okay? This is a very important exercise, not only for us as teachers to practice speaking, but also for our students. If we have students and we are teaching them, we can have a picture like this and ask them to speak. Okay? Most students will be encouraged to speak if they have a format or a pattern to follow. So if I am weak student, I can speak English, but I have a sentence, I can read it or just add something very simple. It will help me to be encouraged to speak. Okay, so I'll go to another exercise. Here, another exercise is that we have the English alphabet. We have ABC, and we can think together and speak about the alphabet with words starting with the same letter. Okay, for example, if the letter is A, I'm going to think and say a word that starts with the letter A. For example, I can say A as in apple, address, or could you give me another example?
Agree.
Agree.
Yes. Appointment.
Okay, as a teacher, I can ask my students to think about the word and later they put the word in a sentence. So if they think about the word address, okay, I ask them, can you put the word address in a sentence? Yeah, the student says, okay, I asked my friend about his address. Okay, I put the address on the letter. I forgot to write my address in the form. So this is a very important way to help your students think and speak at the same time. Okay, we have the 26 letters of English alphabet.
Yes, I am speaking. Please show the slide. Please show the previous slide.
It is not visible. Yes, your voice is not so clear now.
My voice is Can you hear me now?
Please come to the previous slide.
Oh, yeah. Hear me.
Your voice is not so clear.
There is no
Your
voice at all.
voice is not so clear.
Can you
Please come to the previous slide.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
I want to remind you that I send the phone for certificate. Please write your name and email correctly, and you will receive it via the email that you wrote inside the phone. Please just write correctly, and you will have your certificate. Congratulations in advance.
Thanks. Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me?
Hello.
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 Mike.
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to quickly through the slide. You can see a picture. You can ask them what is picture happy.
Now we can't hear you. We can't hear you now.
Right? Hear me now.